Okay, hello class. We will be learning for today. We will be learning all about lesson 1.3, and that is add integers. Now, there are three basic things that is important in this lesson in adding integers. The following are add two negative numbers or two positive numbers, or adding values or integers having the same signs. Now, for the second one, we'll be adding different signs, and for the last, we'll be adding inverses or opposites. We'll go first with adding two negative numbers or two positive numbers. Now, one thing to remember is when we add same signs, negatives or positives, what we need to do is we add the absolute values and then we copy their common sign. For example, we have two negatives, -4 and a -6 added together and combined. So what we'll do is we find the absolute value of -6 and -4. So therefore 6 plus 4, the absolute value of -4 is also a 4. So therefore 6 plus 4 is equals to 10. So 6 plus 4 is equals to 10. Then you copy the sign that is common to both of them. So therefore, 6 plus 4 equals 10. Then you copy the common sign, which is a -10. Therefore, -4 plus a -6 is equals to a -10. So in other way around, if you have two positive signs, for example, +4 plus +6, basically this is the same as saying 4 plus 6. Therefore, 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. So again, one thing to remember, adding same signs, you find the absolute values of both numbers and you add them, then you copy their common sign. That will be a negative or a positive. Now let's go with a different signs. Now in different signs, we are still going to find the absolute values. Now, here's what we need to do. When adding different signs, we proceed to subtracting. So instead of addition, we will be proceeding to subtraction of the absolute values of the numbers. Then copy the sign of the one that holds the biggest number, or copy the sign of the bigger number. Now let's have this for example. We'll use still the +4 and added with a -6. 4 has positive, 6 has the negative. Now we know that 6 is bigger than 4, so therefore our answer should have a negative sign because it says we are going to copy the sign of the bigger number. So again, find the absolute value of 6 and 4, so that will be -6 and a +4, therefore it will be 6 and 4. But it says that when they are holding different signs, you're going to proceed to subtraction. So therefore, 6 minus 4 is equals to 2. So 2, then you are going to copy of the sign with a bigger number, which is the -6. So therefore, our answer will be a -2. 4 minus 6 will be a -2. Now here we have a -4 added with a +6. Now in this case, 6 still holds the bigger number, correct? So therefore, our answer will be a +1 because 6 is positive. Now we will still follow the same rule. Since both of these addends are having different signs, so we will proceed with subtracting the absolute values I mean. So therefore, 6 minus 4 turns out to be a 2. Okay. Now for the letter C, we are going to have additive inverses and opposite integers. So therefore, in additive inverses and opposite integers, this is almost the same as what we learned from lesson 1.1, which is the combination of the opposite integers. Like for example, we have a +2 added with a negative integer 2, which is actually the opposite of a +2. So therefore, we learn from 1.1 that when we combine inverses, they turn out to be 0 or they cancel each other out. So 2 added with a -2 is equals to 0. So since they are holding different signs, you will proceed to subtraction, just like what we did with lesson B. So therefore, 2 plus +2 is cancel each other out, they become 0. So 2 minus 2, we proceed to subtraction, then no one holds the bigger number, so therefore that will be a 0. So